Welcome to Review Monster 101. This review includes 30 multiple-choice questions to review for Unit 9 of the Common 9-unit series to prepare for the AP Psychology exam. After each question, I will offer a brief explanation. For reviews of the other 8 units, please subscribe. It helps me out and allows me to make these freely available review materials. Grab a beverage and snack. It is time to unleash your review monster. Let's begin. 1. Which psychological phenomenon suggests that familiarity breeds acceptance? A. Mere exposure effect. B. Cognitive dissonance theory. C. Central route to persuasion. A. Mere exposure effect. The mere exposure effect implies that increased exposure to something leads to increased acceptance or liking of that thing. Two. What persuasion route involves using facts and logic to influence someone's opinion, leading to deep processing? A. Peripheral route to persuasion. B. Central route to persuasion. C. Cognitive dissonance theory. B. Central route to persuasion. The central route to persuasion involves the use of facts and logical arguments, leading to a more thorough and thoughtful evaluation of the message. Three. Festinger and Carl Smith's study on cognitive dissonance found that participants paid $1 to lie about a boring task experienced greater dissonance than those paid $20 because A. They initially believed there was no reason to lie. B. They were more committed to honesty. C. They valued honesty over the payment. A. They initially believed there was no reason to lie. Participants receiving $1 had less justification to lie, leading to cognitive dissonance, which they resolved by changing their attitude about the task. Four. Which compliance strategy describes the tendency for individuals who initially agree to a small request to agree to a larger one later on? A. Foot in the door phenomenon. B. Door in the face. C. Norms of reciprocity. A. Foot in the door phenomenon. Foot in the door phenomenon involves agreeing to a small request, making it more likely for the person to comply with a larger request later. 5. The compliance strategy, where a larger request is made initially, followed by a smaller one when rejected, is known as A. Norms of reciprocity. B. Door in the face. C. Mere exposure effect. B. Door in the face. Door in the face involves making a larger request initially, expecting rejection, and then proposing a smaller, more reasonable request. 6. What concept suggests that people are more likely to reciprocate after receiving something from someone else? A. Cognitive dissonance theory. B. Norms of reciprocity. C. Peripheral route to persuasion. B. Norms of reciprocity. Norms of reciprocity highlight the tendency for individuals to feel obligated to give back after receiving something, fostering reciprocity. 7. Attribution theory in psychology focuses on A. Personal beliefs. B. Situational and dispositional factors. C. Group consensus. B. Situational and dispositional factors. Attribution theory delves into explaining behavior by assessing whether it's influenced by situational factors or dispositional traits. 8. Which phenomenon involves individuals trying to confirm others' expectations or beliefs about them? A. Self-fulfilling prophecy. B. Fundamental attribution error. C. False consensus effect. A. Self-fulfilling prophecy. The self-fulfilling prophecy refers to individuals striving to meet others' expectations, resulting in confirming those expectations. 9. The fundamental attribution error refers to A. Overestimating others' agreement. B. Overestimating situational influences on behavior. C. Overestimating dispositional influences on behavior. C. Overestimating dispositional influences on behavior. The fundamental attribution error involves overestimating the impact of dispositional factors and underestimating situational influences on behavior. 10. The false consensus effect involves A. Overestimating personal credit for outcomes. B. Overestimating the number of people who agree with oneself. C. Overestimating situational influences. B. Overestimating the number of people who agree with oneself. The false consensus effect is the tendency to overestimate how many people share similar opinions or beliefs. 11. Self-serving bias refers to A. Taking credit for good outcomes and blaming others for bad outcomes. B. Overestimating the impact of disposition on behavior. C. Overestimating others' agreement. A. Taking credit for good outcomes and blaming others for bad outcomes. Self-serving bias involves individuals attributing success to themselves, internal factors, and attributing failure to external factors. 12. Which phenomenon involves attributing more credit to oneself for successes but blaming external factors for failures? A. Self-fulfilling prophecy. B. False consensus effect. C. Self-serving bias. C. Self-serving bias. Self-serving bias refers to the tendency to attribute success internally and failures externally, taking more credit for positive outcomes and less responsibility for negative ones. 13. Which phenomenon describes the belief that individuals get what they deserve in life? A. In-group bias. B. Out-group homogeneity. C. Just world phenomenon. C. Just world phenomenon. The just world phenomenon refers to the belief that the world is just and individuals receive what they deserve. 14. Out-group homogeneity refers to the tendency to A. Prefer members of one's group. B. See one's own group as more diverse than other groups. C. Perceive individuals in other groups as more varied than individuals in one's own group. C. Perceive individuals in other groups as more varied than individuals in one's own group. Outgroup homogeneity involves perceiving individuals in one's own group as more diverse and individuals in other groups as more similar. '15. What does in-group bias entail? A. The belief that everyone gets what they deserve. B. The preference for members of one's own group. C. Seeing individuals in other groups as more diverse. B. The preference for members of one's own group. In-group bias is the preference shown toward members of one's own group based on shared characteristics. 16. Prejudice and contact theory suggest that hostility between groups can decrease if they A. Maintain separation from each other. B. Share common goals and collaborate. C. Show biases toward each other. B. Share common goals and collaborate. Prejudice and contact theory propose that intergroup hostility can decrease through contact, collaboration, and working towards a common goal. '17. Sheriff's study with combative boys at a summer camp emphasized A. The importance of competition among groups. B. The benefits of maintaining hostility between groups. C. How a shared goal reduced conflict and increased cooperation. C. How a shared goal reduced conflict and increased cooperation. Sheriff's study demonstrated that a superordinate goal led combative groups to become more cooperative, highlighting the positive effects of shared goals in reducing conflict. 18. What does Sheriff's study emphasize in terms of group dynamics? A. The necessity of promoting competition among groups. B. The value of fostering cooperation through common objectives. C. The advantages of maintaining hostility within groups. B. The value of fostering cooperation through common objectives. Sheriff's study illustrates how having common goals can foster cooperation and reduce hostility among conflicting groups. '19. What does the frustration-aggression hypothesis propose? A. Frustration reduces anger. B. Frustration creates indifference. C. Frustration leads to anger. C. Frustration creates anger. The frustration-aggression hypothesis suggests that frustration tends to generate anger in individuals. 20. Which phenomenon explains the reduced likelihood of individuals offering aid in a group setting? A. Bystander effect. B. Altruism. C. Pluralistic ignorance. A. Bystander effect. The bystander effect highlights the decreased likelihood of individuals providing help in a group setting due to diffusion of responsibility among bystanders. 21. What does pluralistic ignorance suggest in the context of the bystander effect? A. People are attracted to each other based on similarity. B. Individuals tend to follow others' actions in ambiguous situations. C. Bystanders assume others will offer help, leading to inaction. C. Bystanders assume others will offer help, leading to inaction. Pluralistic ignorance is the belief that others know what to do, leading bystanders to assume that someone else will take action, resulting in inaction. 22. What factors influence human attraction according to the attraction studies? A. Distance and dissimilarity. B. Similarity, proximity, and reciprocal liking. C. Opposites and emotional distance. B. Similarity, proximity, and reciprocal liking. Attraction studies indicate that people are more attracted to others based on similarity, proximity, and reciprocal liking rather than opposites or distance. 23. Social facilitation suggests that individuals tend to perform better when A. Working alone on a complex task. B. Given an easy task in the presence of an audience. C. Performing a difficult task without an audience. B. Given an easy task in the presence of an audience. Social facilitation theory indicates improved performance when individuals complete an easy task in front of an audience. 24. In social impairment inhibition, individuals are more likely to perform worse. A. When working alone on a challenging task. B. When working in a group on an easy task. C. When completing a difficult task in the presence of an audience. C. When completing a difficult task in the presence of an audience. Social impairment inhibition refers to the tendency to perform worse when undertaking a difficult task in front of an audience. 25. What best defines conformity? A. Ignoring group pressure. B. Changing oneself to fit in with others. C. Standing out from the crowd. B. Changing oneself to fit in with others. Conformity refers to altering behaviors or opinions to match those of a group or to fit in. 26. Ash's study of conformity demonstrated that participants A. Often resisted group pressure. B. Changed opinions due to group pressure. C. Were unaffected by social influence. B. Changed opinions due to group pressure. Ash's study showed that participants altered their opinions to align with the group, even on simple questions. 27. Individualism implies that behaviors or decisions are A. Strongly influenced by others, B. Not influenced by others, C. Only influenced by authority figures, B. Not influenced by others. Individualism suggests that behaviors and decisions are not greatly influenced by others. 28. Milgram's study of obedience revealed that subjects A. Refused to follow instructions from authority, B. Shocked people when instructed by an authority figure, C. Disregarded the authority figure's commands. B. Shocked people when instructed by an authority figure. Milgram's study demonstrated that participants were willing to administer shocks when told to by an authority figure despite ethical concerns. 29. Norms are best defined as A. Standards of behavior deemed acceptable by authority. B. Rules dictating how people should behave. C. Social obligations in group settings. B. Rules dictating how people should behave. Norms are societal rules that dictate acceptable behavior or conduct in a given context. 30. Social loafing refers to A. Increased effort in group settings. B. Decreased effort when in groups. C. Individual effort unrelated to group presence. B. Decreased effort when in groups. Social loafing is the tendency for individuals to reduce effort when working in a group setting. That concludes our review of Unit 9 of the Common 9 Unit series for the AP Psychology exam. Please subscribe for more reviews on AP Psychology and other AP courses. Good luck with your preparations and studies. You've got this.